Hello everyone, welcome to tonight's stream. Hello Astute, first in the chat, how are you? Good to see you. So yeah, Jingle All the Way tonight. I've only seen this one once, which was crazy. I watched it for the first time 2-3 years ago, something like that. It's a fun one, definitely more of a guilty pleasure, this one, I think. But peak Arnie and doing a family film is quite fun, really, for him. So definitely during the kindergarten cop phase where he's decided to switch to more comedic films and more family-friendly films. So yeah, Jingle All the Way, which is on Disney Plus. In the UK anyway, I'm assuming it's Disney Plus in the US as well, since I'm guessing they own it. But we'll start in about 5-10 minutes. See if anyone wants to roll in and watch with me. And some of you might be, finally, he's watching a more traditional Christmas movie, or like a non-horror Christmas movie. So a couple of updates. Yeah, the Stranger Things stream had to be cancelled once again last night. Unfortunately, Madison wasn't very well, so nothing I could do about that. She's going to let me know when she's feeling better, so as soon as she is, we'll be able to do that stream. So keep checking for updates. And tomorrow, my latest James Bond review goes live. That's on Her Majesty's Secret Service. It's on Patreon access now, but for those of you who are not patrons, it goes public access tomorrow. Has a bit of a Christmas feel to it, that one as well. So that's fitting. But for anyone who wants to watch Jingle All the Way, I've got it lined up. So line up at the start, the 20th Century Fox logo, and we'll start very soon. Should be a stream on Friday as well, a Christmas type watch. Not sure what yet though. Hey Cindy, welcome. How are you? Good timing, Cindy. I was going to start the movie in a few minutes. I've got it lined up on screen. If you want to do the same. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Thanks. Yeah, gonna start the movie in a couple of minutes. 90 minutes, this one exactly. So that's a running time I approve of. I saw it once, about 2 or 3 years ago. For whatever reason, it took me a while to see this one. I guess because it's one I didn't really grow up with. You know, by the time 96 rolled around, I was like 15, 16. So I don't have the attachment some people have, but I enjoyed it when I watched it, and I do appreciate the Arnie comedy phase of his career. Sort of still feels like classic Arnie, even though it's a different kind of genre. Bit more family friendly. Okay, well, let's do it. There will be a stream Friday, Cindy, another Christmas themed watch, although I'm not quite sure what it is just yet. I could do Love Actually. See what I did there, Love Actually. Maybe that could be the sequel. Just add another actually on. Could do Love Actually, because I was planning on watching that on stream this year. So maybe that will be the Friday stream. We'll see. Okay, I'll count us down. Bloody gone off screen. Hang on. Right, pause. So on the 20th Century Fox screen, 3, 2, 1, go. Do 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 do. Bum, bum, bum. It's always nice to see the proper old school logo. Might have to turn it down a little bit. I've already got it quite low as well. Oh, this is the perfect Power Rangers parody. Brilliant. Oh, hey, Sally, welcome to the stream. How are you? Hello, I don't know why this movie gets a lot of hate. I really like it. It's quite an enjoyable Xmas movie. Wondering if Arnie will ever find that damn Turbo Man doll. Well, let's find out. Yeah, it does get a bit of hate, doesn't it, this one, Sally? I think over the years it's probably gone up. Like people have softened on it. I think people who are big Arnie fans tend to like it though. I've only seen it once, but I did enjoy it. Oh, doesn't it have the kid from Love Actually in? Speaking of that film, as I was earlier. I'm not sure who the kid is. I think it's someone who's went on to be in something famous. It does look like him. The crew cut. Rita Wilson, Mrs. Tom Hanks. It's a solid cast. Oh yeah, that guy out of Star Wars prequels. Yeah. Mm. Who's Robert Conrad? That rings a bell. Well, the assistant's pretty adorable. I swear this must be the last time James Belushi was in a major film for years. There was a big like dropping off point with him. Like after the early 90s, maybe mid 90s, he was barely seen again for years. Of course, I grew up with K9. That's a pretty wild Hawaii shirt he's got in the photo. K9, the inferior Turner and Hooch, probably. The assistant looks familiar. I'll have to look that one up. I guess he always struggled because he was a little bit in the shadow of his brother. It was a nice surprise seeing him in Twin Peaks: The Return. Almost a bit of a superhero or super villain smile from Arnie there. What is Arnie wearing? He looks ridiculous. That's an old school trick, isn't it? Getting them to do it backwards. Of course, Chris Columbus is a producer. That makes sense. If there's a big holiday movie from this time period, you can almost be sure he's a producer or involved somehow. Arnie doing sarcasm isn't something you see very often. It's a bizarre look for him. She said that like she does karate, like there would be a chance of him missing her karate class. So who was the guy who was with her at the karate class then? Was that just another parent? Because it looked like they were together. Oh, Stoop's back. Hey, is Stoop. It was just like 3 years ago, something like that, Stoop. Like I was saying, it's not one I grew up with. Director also did Beethoven and the Flintstones movies. Kind of a similar sense of humour. Yeah, yeah, I can see that, Cindy. I recognise his name. I've definitely seen stuff that he's done. Beethoven definitely, or at least the first one, definitely better than the Flintstones movies. From what I can remember, I don't remember the movies to the Flintstones being particularly good. They cast them well. John Goodman as Fred Flintstone is pretty genius casting. But the movies themselves, I don't remember being great. So far, he's doing a good job, the kid, at just being as annoying as he is in Phantom Menace years later, if not more so. That was a funny close up, and his eyes hanging out his head pretty much. This is relatable to a lot of parents, I'm guessing. The thought of like the holidays creeping up, and you forget about something, and you've got to try and get it in time. Maybe, Cindy. This is only 3 years before it as well, before the first of those prequels. It's been a while, but I seem to remember him being quite a bit bigger in the first of those movies, but maybe not. Movie has an official sequel or unofficial sequel. In name only, that's basically a remake and just repeating the first film with an all different cast of actors and characters. Yeah, Sally, I saw there was a sequel or remake as it seems to be from what you're saying. Oh wow, someone's rolling out the boat. It's Cedric the Entertainer or someone like that, isn't it? Who's the lead of the sequel? That's creepy. Spying on a family of deer. He has a very weatherman type appearance, this guy. He looks like he could either be like a weatherman or like a talk show or quiz host. Yeah, I think it was from what I read, Cedric the Entertainer, but I might be thinking of a different movie. Well, I don't know who he is really, sadly. I just know that he, was quite big in the States. This guy is making the scene. And it's always worse when you're the poor sod who's stuck with him and have to listen. And then you're surrounded by people who are looking in your direction. Yeah, Cindy, I can sort of remember that as well. And definitely, I've been there as a kid, like having a toy or a particular present that it just felt I had to have. Oh, it's a contact sport trying to get this toy. Last minute Christmas shopping. Yeah, there's a lot of familiar faces. This guy who was in Arrested Development and also 30 Rock, and he's been in like Jed Apatow movies. A lot of familiar faces. That's a good question, Sally. I don't really know because I don't have kids and I don't really stay on top of that sort of thing anymore. Christmas spirit. Because of how things have changed and because there's so many more things now buying for like kids' attention, it's possible the tradition of kids wanting toys isn't so much of a thing anymore. Like, I'm sure it still is a thing with some kids, but I'm guessing it's not as big as it used to be. Possibly like more kids into gaming and different things now. Call it. Yeah. Oh, the phone book. So old school. I love it. The laughing of those guys in the store. Oh, everyone's laughing at him now. Such an over the top thing. Nice bit of Arnie slapstick. Oh, I remember now. The neighbour Ted, I'm pretty sure, tries to hit on the wife. Seem to remember that that's a thing. Oh yeah, definitely flirty. Very creepy. Well, speaking of Teds, I'm getting a bit of a John Ritter vibe from that episode of Buffy, and that character was called Ted. My cookies. Oh, that was good. Cookie down. Oh, oh, he's called Howard. He's not called Ted. I thought I'd heard him being called Ted. Oh God, this guy again. So even though Howard's a bit of a wanker, I did enjoy his thing about I think she's in the shower. Do you want me to check? Because I think that's the sort of joke I would make just to wind someone up. I swear, if this guy can hold down a job as a postman, there's hope for us all. More of America for wrestling nerves. For wrestling nerds, that was randomly the setting for the first WCW Monday Nitro. Cliff from Cheers was indeed a postman, yeah. Hey Ryan, how's it going? Welcome. Astute asks, am I a fan of Arnie? Yeah, I am a fan of Arnie. Yeah, classic Arnie. Arnie from the 80s and early to mid 90s, especially. Yeah, I'm watching Jingle all the way. Cindy's watching it as well, I think, and possibly Sally. I'm not sure, but she's chipping in with comments. I am finding the Sinbad character quite annoying so far. He's one of the weaker parts of the movie so far, at least. I got it. I didn't know they were competing over it. I thought he was there to help Arnie's character. This sounds very similar to the music they use in Home Alone when they're like running about the airport. Something about male men, isn't there, in like films and TV where they're normally quite nerdy or like underdog type characters. Newman as well. I used to love going in those things as a kid. Those whatever they call them, the things with all the balls in. I used to love going in them. I'll take your word for it, Cindy. It might have been called something else in the UK. I don't know, but yeah, ball pit. We can go with that. The mother's pie the name was great. Yeah, Sally agrees with me about the mailman. Mickey from Seinfeld, Kramer's friend. Very solid cast. It's funny because there's that Seinfeld episode where him and Kramer are hired at as department store Santas. That's a good one. Yeah, I saw that earlier, Sally. I didn't know that till I saw that on whatever it was on online on Google. Yeah, I didn't know he was in this because this was when he was still in WCW. Because I know when he was in WWF/E years later, he was in a few movies. Yeah, Ryan, it's a good one. I enjoy it as well. Okay, he might well be in this scene then. James Belushi is having fun in this role. Hey, Nicholas, welcome to the stream. How are you? Yeah, not too bad. Thanks. We're 36 minutes into this one, Nicholas, if you want to put it on. It's on Disney Plus, of course. No worries if not. Oh, he's stoking the fires. That bruise appeared pretty fast, I've got to say. Yeah, it's a fun one, Nicholas, for sure. I think because we live in an age where you very rarely get a good Christmas movie, like a truly good one. Oh yeah, here's Big Show. Well, it's a big show. Yes, it's a big match show tonight. I think that makes you appreciate movies like this even more. Little buddy. Yeah, I'm a big wrestling fan, especially old school stuff. Stuff from the 80s and 90s, especially, I like. Not so much modern stuff, but I think that's partly because I don't have a lot of time to watch it now. But I definitely prefer the old school stuff. I think he is, Sally. I think he is retired now. I'm not 100% sure. He was in AEW for a while. I don't know if he's still involved there or not. It's possible he might do stuff behind the scenes now. Well, you should check out my other channel then, Old School Wrestling Rambles, Nicholas, on YouTube, because that's a wrestling channel I do where I review older stuff. Come on. Okay, that's pretty cool, yeah. Seeing Hogan at his peak. Yeah, I've been to quite a few wrestling shows over the years. Been to some WWE, been to some TNA, went to a Ring of Honor show, been to like a few indie shows. Never saw WCW live, which is a regret of mine, but there you go. Yeah, the wife is definitely sus, and the neighbour has a crush on her and is sleazing onto her. Yeah, TNA's still around. They've just signed quite a big TV deal actually with AMC. It's crazy that they're still around considering they've never been particularly successful. Yeah, I saw a Ring of Honor show in New York once. First time I visited New York. That was fun. Good show. It was when Daniel Bryanson. Am I saying that right? What was his name in Ring of Honor? I'm sure it's Daniel Bryanson. I'll just say Daniel Bryan. You'll know who I mean. It's when he was still with Ring of Honor. Is it still shown in the UK? I take it you mean TNA. I, d- I don't know, Sally, to be honest. I'm not sure if it is. Because for a while it was shown on Bravo or Challenge or whichever one. I think Challenge. But that was years ago. I think that deal stopped ages ago. So I don't know if it's still shown in the UK. Not as far as I know. But if they've just signed this new deal with AMC, there's a chance it might get picked up somewhere in the UK now. I don't know. Yeah, I was saying it the wrong way around. I think in Ring of Honor he was called Brian Danielson. That's the right way around. Daniel Brierson. No, I'm saying it the Brian Danielson. That was his name in Ring of Honor. Yeah, WWE felt's pretty good. There's a WCW channel as well, which has uploaded a lot of old WCW shows. Which is good because it was sad when WWE Network closed down and that stuff was lost, or that stuff wasn't available on streaming anymore, is what I mean, because obviously it didn't transfer over to Netflix. Yes, me too, Sally. That's pretty much when I started watching WCW, when it was on ITV. That's satisfying, him hitting him with the phone. Funny how empty that diner is, just so they could do that scene, I guess. Yeah, it's crazy how they fell from grace, WCW. When you see how big they were and everything and all the names they had attached. And what's crazy is during the Monday Night Wars, when WWF was struggling at one point, they weren't really that far off going out of business. Oh, that guy looks a bit like Gary Oldman. So it's all funny how one or two decisions, things could have gone a different way. Halloween Havoc's one of my favourite pay per views. Mm. Yeah, I've got a soft spot for Halloween Havoc. Thank you for the super chat, Nicholas. Or super chat, I should say. Awesome. $2. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks for supporting the channel and also being a channel member. Did I like ECW? I never really got into ECW that much. Like I did watch a bit of it. And I appreciated it because it was an influential promotion, and I appreciated they were doing something a bit different. But yeah, we only got bits of it in the UK really, and yeah, I never quite got into it the way I did other companies. But yeah, no, I watched it here and there, and I can appreciate what it was. Yeah, Sabu was pretty unique, wasn't he? Yeah, it's funny how WWF brought both of them, WCW and ECW, and basically fucked both of them up pretty much when they rebooted them. Because when Shane McMahon did that whole ECW thing, not EC, WCW thing, and they had plans to restart it as its own company, and the whole invasion angle with WWF, I was so pumped for that. I was so excited. We got some good TV out of it, but then they just blew it in the long run. Because I know that the original plans was to like actually run WCW as a promotion on its own outside of the WWF product. And then you would have like crossover matches and feuds. But it sort of all went to pot, and they got cold on the idea, I think, because of the reception to that Buff Bagwell match on that Raw that time. But there was something exciting about them if they could have got WCW running as a separate company with its own identity, and then having the odd inter-promotional match. But they blew it pretty much. Well, you never say never, Sally. It's unlikely because of WWE owning it, and they obviously did their own version of ECW for a while. But yeah, we'll see. Obviously, the lack of competition nowadays is a problem. Yeah, Warrior, especially as a kid, I liked him. He was a big favourite of mine as a kid, and I still have nostalgia for him, even though over time I got into other wrestlers more. One of the things for me is that as a kid, obviously, you're more you're more likely to cheer baby faces. Whereas I think as you get older, you start appreciating the heels more. So I got appreciation for some of the old school heels like Rick Rude and Flair, Ted DiBiase, that kind of character, a bit more than the clean cut like baby faces. Yeah, AEW, obviously the main rival now. Yeah, that Mania 6 main event was really unique at the time. Okay, I'm guessing we haven't heard from Cindy for a while because of all this wrestling talk. Probably feeling a bit isolated. Yeah. Well, I figured you were still there. I just did sort of knew you probably wouldn't have much to add to the wrestling discussion. But yeah, Old School Wrestling Rambles is my wrestling channel for anyone who wants to sub. I'm actually starting on the Starcade special today. Because it's December when Starcade typically was on, I'm sort of doing a special looking back at the history of Starcade. So that's something I'm starting today. What a creepy smile that guy has. Stealing from a kid. Oh, well, that's a fast reindeer. He was suddenly behind him. Do reindeers make that sound? Because that sounded more like a dog sound. Oh, he's just making things worse. Getting in deeper. Oh no, he's called Howard. So I guess the other guy is called Ted. I'm sure in a scene earlier, the neighbour was being called Howard. Must have got it wrong. Yeah. Well, it's that sort of movie, isn't it, Sally? You don't really question it. Mania 17 is my favourite Nicholas. I think that is still the best one. 17 and probably 19, I would say, are probably that's my second favourite, I'd say. I don't really watch it now. I haven't watched a Mania in a few years because A, I don't really watch modern wrestling, and B, they're too bloody long. You know, having it over 2 nights and each night tends to be like 4 or 5 hours long. It's just too bloody long. Pardon me. You started it. They should just go back to one night and it's 4 hours long. 4 hours long is plenty. The burping reindeer, how could I forget? I wonder if they got some complaints because some of the stuff with this reindeer is pretty much. Wintertainment, very clever. Do, 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 do. We've got another Seinfeld link. Phil Morris, who played the lawyer in Seinfeld, he's in it. He's been in like a couple of episodes of Star Trek as well. I remember that, yeah, Sally. I remember Macaulay Culkin being at Mania 7. What a slime bag that guy is. He's so pleased he's got the car to himself and Rita Wilson. Paddington, that's a random one. Yeah, that's a good match. Warrior Savage, the career one. Probably Warrior's best ever match. Well, maybe they switched to an effect for that part, Sally. Because I think it was definitely a real reindeer for like most of the movie for when it appeared in the other scenes. So I guess that part was just like an effect. Or they just cut it a certain way to make it look like he punched it. Yeah, but she's got better taste than that, mate. Oh, you don't mess with Arnie's wife and live to tell the tale. Oh, nice shot, Rita. Even though it's more of a comedy, this film still has a familiar type arc for like the main character. Like it still has the sort of "It's a Wonderful Life" type thing where he sort of learns something over the course of the movie and changes and gets like a new appreciation for his family and stuff like that. Why a Chinese restaurant? Is that a crack about Asians supposedly eating dogs? That's all I can think. Turbo Man's advert is clearly one. Oh yeah, definitely Sally. Yeah, I wasn't there, Nicholas. I did watch it. It's obviously I remember it being a thing and that it was such a big deal it being in the UK and but yeah, I watched it around my neighbour's house because in the days before I got Sky Sports, I used to watch WWF around their house. Watched it several times since. Some hair on that lady, the other commentator. Bret Hart, definitely one of my favourite wrestlers ever. Speaking of SummerSlam '92. Yeah. Arnie looks so funny in that outfit. Well, it's pretty obvious he's going to pick his own son. There's no drama to that. Oh, then again, like, only we know that it's Arnie. The other people don't. Oh, he still hasn't recognised him as his dad, even though he's that close up now. Hilarious. Because I'm your dad. I didn't get it out. Also, the voice you would have thought would have given it away. Very few people sound like Arnie, if anyone. He's had his moments, the post guy, like this scene, but overall, yeah, he's been a bit too annoying at times. Jackie Charles, what a great choice for a commentator. Doing a little dance, Arnie. Ooh. The best thing about the kid is when he's like recited the lines from the commercials. Wonderful. Oh, Vertigo, that's a deep cut for this sort of film. And that's why turbo packs are a bad idea, because of things like this going wrong. Yeah, good point, Cindy. It's carnage. Boomerangs, another stupid invention. I mean, I can see the appeal, but come on. That's an accident waiting to happen. He still hasn't realised it's his father. Bloody hell, kid. How many clues do you want? Well, the mum hasn't really got a good look at him until now. This is the closest she's been. But yeah, you're right. Now she should recognise him. You dad. Oh yeah, she's into that look on him. Arnie's smile is really cheesy. You've done it now, Arnie. She'll be getting you to dress up as him at every Halloween now. Well, it's a bit of a waste if he's going to jail anyway. I appreciate the sentiment, kid, but that's not quite how it works. Oh, what's this? A face turn from the postman? Didn't see that coming. I'd forgotten, obviously. I've only seen this once. Yeah, his builders pulled a giant right. Because this was when he was going by the giant in WCW. Yeah, full blown happy. I mean, I expected a happy ending, obviously, but yeah, I didn't expect the mailman to have a change of heart. So, Love Actually, I think, will be the Friday film. I'll have to double check it's on a streaming service because I don't own it. I'm guessing it is, especially this time of year. I reckon one of them will put it on. I was really going for it. The guy singing this cover. Yeah, I buy physical media, Sally, but that's one I haven't got. That's another one, funny enough, which I didn't really see at the time when it came out. I didn't see Love Actually till years later. I saw it randomly in like a film class. I'm guessing it'll be streaming somewhere, especially since it's Christmas season. I don't mind renting it as long as it's like a cheap rental. Yeah, it's all right, Cindy. I found it. It's on Netflix. So yeah, that's fine. So yeah, Love Actually will be the Friday stream. There you go. For Cindy, it's on Hulu and Peacock. So for Americans, it's on Hulu and Peacock. Netflix if you're in the UK. Netflix and probably might even be on one or two other services, but definitely Netflix. Um, yeah, I've got a collection, Sally. No, I've not seen the Neutron, Nicholas. I don't think I've seen any Tron actually. It's just one of those I never really got round to watching. Like I haven't watched the original. Probably seen bits of it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'll catch up with them at some point. So yeah, should be a couple of movie reviews going up this week. On Her Majesty's Secret Service, that review that goes public tomorrow. And I'm also planning on doing that new Christmas movie on Amazon, the Michelle Pfeiffer one. So I should be reviewing that later in the week. Well, that's good because I'm working my way through the whole franchise, Nicholas. So that's the latest one for me. That's a good question, Sally. Would Batman Returns be considered a Christmas movie? I don't know. It's hard to judge, Sally. Obviously, like it's set at Christmas. There's quite a lot of Christmas imagery. My thing is, it tends to be if it's important to the plot in some way. So I would say it's borderline Christmas movie, but I could also see why someone would say it's not a Christmas movie. Oh, Die Hard definitely is, without doubt. You Only Live Twice is my favourite James Bond film. Okay. Yeah, that's a solid one. It's not my favourite, but it's a solid one. one of the best themes in it as well. The Nancy Sinatra theme is one of the best, I'd say. Oh, it's good. I watched the end credits because we've got a post-credit scene. Oh, that's very good. That's a great gag to stick in the post credits. That's brilliant. See, that could have been the sequel. Him trying to, like, he's forgotten his wife's present for the sequel and he has to try and get it. The sequel's on Disney Plus as well. Well, maybe we'll watch that one night. Probably gonna suck, but there you go. It looks like you're right, Sally, because the small write-up just says two dads compete to be the best father and make Christmas amazing. So it looks like you're right about it just being a repeat of the same plot. It's 90 minutes as well. That's spooky. I hope that doesn't mean it's literally pretty much scene for scene. Oh, it's Larry the Cable Guy who's the lead, not Cedric the Entertainer. Larry the Cable Guy. Okay. Be the best out, mate. The best of fun. Having a pair. Okay. But it's rubbish. Yeah, I'm expecting it to be rubbish. But I'll still watch it just to tick it off. And just on the off chance I like it. But yeah, I'm expecting not to like that one. Okay, thanks everyone. Thanks for hanging out and for watching the movie with me, those of you who did. It was a fun stream, and as I said, Love Actually will be the watch on Friday if anybody wants to swing by and watch that with me. So take care, everyone. See you again soon. Good night.